and teaching. And the teaching. Hold on, my wife, just a minute, okay? All right. Yeah. The teaching of kindness is on her tongue. She looks well to the ways of her household, and she does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children rise up and call her blessed. So that's what we want to do right now. Jonathan's going to start. Oh yeah, what this is we're taking the time to proclaim 65 things that we love about you.
I got my counter out.
That we love about you, that we've learned from you, that we see in you. So that's what we're going to do for the 65 years that you've been on this earth. Okay, you can.
Ready? All right, I'm going to start. Brenda, I love your welcoming nature. I don't know if you remember, but I visited your house for the first time 15 years ago when I went out to surprise Misha over the summer of our freshman year. But not once have I ever not felt welcome in your home and as part of your family. Number 2, I love your energetic spirit. I think my boys love it even more. I love your intense competitiveness. There aren't many that can match my own competitiveness, let alone surpass it. I love how you love my boys. Mish and I moved here 3.5 years ago, partly so our boys could grow up around family. It's been one of the best decisions we've made. And they've got to make a ton of memories with you, riding bikes, swinging swings, playing card games. We love our grandparents. Right, boys? And I love your desire to serve others. Here are just a few ways. Helping Misha and I and Nick and Jenna, babysitting the boys, serving at the food pantry, hosting game nights, leading Bible studies, and on and on and on. And Mark 10:45 came to mind, which is, I think, evident in your life, that the Son of Man came not to serve, came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom.
Thank you.
Oliva has a few things in
A couple things you love about Grandma, remember?
Thanks for buying me things and bringing me to places.
You're welcome.
And now Davin would like to share a few things.
We're fine.
Alright, thank you, Des. Okay. You want to share a few things? You can share whatever comes to your mind.
Oh, yeah. I like how you're always willing to babysit us. Oh, yeah, and that you make cookies and dinner for us.
You're welcome.
Okay. I love the way that you play with my kids, all your grandkids. The way that you ooze excitement when Wyatt runs for you, which he does a lot. I love that you let me know when you're thinking of me, even when I'm not with you. And that you let me know, and that the Lord is always on your mind. That you gave me a biblical worldview growing up. And that you taught me what it looks like to seek the Lord with all my heart. That the devotions that you read to us on busy school mornings, even though it was crazy, I was always listening and it changed me. You showed me what it looks like to go through trials with eyes fixed on the Lord, where our help comes from. That you taught me how to have faith and trust in God who can do anything. That you asked me to spend time with you. for the thousands of hairdos over the past 3 decades. That you are loved by everyone who knows you. You always make sure that everyone is included. You never forget about anyone or leave anyone out. You think about others more than you think about yourself. You taught me how to be generous with my time. You showed me what it meant to honor God with my money. And when I was lonely and needed a friend, you told me to look for someone else who needed a friend, and to be a friend. And then I would have a friend. You taught me that as my role as a mom, it isn't to hang on too tightly to my kids, but to remember that they were never mine to begin with. They're the Lord's, so steward the time wisely. You make each moment a teachable moment, and then you share it with everyone you can. You know how to have a lot of fun. You make the most of every minute, and you do a great job finding the lonely and bringing them into community and fellowship. You celebrate others well. You're wildly competitive, which makes playing games so much more fun. God,
You've
you...
heard that twice now.
Yeah.
So
It must be
that's
the truth.
Yeah.
God used you to lead me to faith. Life is better with you in it.
Okay, I think we'll have Eli and Nick and Mila say theirs, and then I will do Alvin. Can you say what you love about Grandpa?
I like when me and Levi get to stay over at your house. Stay up late.
Mila, do you have anything you want to say? All right, Mila will tell Grandpa later. And Nick can go.
Yeah, Brenda, you are the best at hosting. You're the hostess with the mostest, for sure. I love your competitive nature. That's just you are determined to win at life. That's your competitive nature. I love your rock solid faith. I love to see your work, so your haircutting as the mission field. You often will tell me about a customer that you got to share Christ with or encourage them in their walk. I love how you love your grandkids and are always willing to drop everything for them. I love how no matter what, you're able to see how God is working everything together for our good. And I'm grateful for how you've loved me over the past 10 years as your own son, even when Jen and I broke up the first time. And I remember you called me on Christmas. We weren't even together. You called me on Christmas to see how I was doing. And that, I think that actually was the seed planted to get back in touch with Jenna. So, yeah. So happy birthday, Brenda. I love you.
Don't do any more yet. Don't do any more yet, because Jenna's gonna...
Hey, go. Okay, so I like how my mom is always willing to do special projects to help me, like paint my living room or paint my entire house when we moved to Michigan. Literally.
And ours.
By yourself, like I
Our faith will travel.
am. My mom is always willing to cook and make food for all of our family get-togethers, which is a good thing because I don't want to do that. I can trust my mom to always follow through with what she says she's going to do. She has that kind of integrity. I remember growing up how busy she always kept us with fun things like bike riding or going to the beach. My mom had to work a lot when I was younger, but she always had so much energy to make sure that we had fun in the evenings together with all of the neighbors and everyone else in the whole community. My mom is a really fun grandma to my children. I think she wears them out more than they wear her out. I really think so. I like how my mom is a great shopping buddy. She makes it fun, and if we have a mission to find a pair of shoes, she will make it happen. I love how my mom is always gathering people together to do fun things, parties, game nights, you name it. I love how my mom always put our needs before her own, like paying for my college or paying for my first car. I'm so grateful for those things. I love how my mom would let us have friends over all the time from youth group or school, pretty much every single night of the summer until the wee hours of the night. I love how when those friends would come over, she would always offer to fry up a patty melt or put in a frozen pizza, whatever we had on hand, you name it. I love how I know that whenever we go to visit my mom, or she comes to visit us, that we're definitely going to do something fun or active. I love how my mom has a contagious personality and is always trying to look at the bright side and stay positive. Love how my mom has more energy than 3 of me combined. I wish I was like that. I love how my mom taught me to always be grateful to others when they helped me and always express gratitude through words or thank you notes. I love how my mom would do everything she could to rearrange her schedule with her work to make sure she could make it to things like my sports games, even though I'm sure that was really hard to do. I love how my mom made it possible for me to do important things like go on mission trips, church camp, and study abroad. Those experiences shaped who I am today. I love how when I was a little tiny girl, my mom would perm my hair. I was barely 5 years old before I had my first perm. You got it. We have this picture. I look like younger than I am. I'm sitting getting my hair permed. I was like 4 years old. It's so funny. Oh wait, sorry. I didn't lost my spot.
You're at firm.
I know I can't write it. Hold on. Okay. I love how my mom would always make sure that my birthday felt special and recognized, even though it's on December 17th, which is only 7 days from Christmas. A hard birthday to fit in. I love how my mom always pays for our meals when we go out to eat, even though she doesn't have to. And even when I offer to pay, she still wants to. It just shows how giving she really is. I love how my mom's personality is always very inclusive. My sister said the same thing. She's always trying to make sure everyone feels included. She taught me to do the same. I love how involved my mom has been as a grandmother. From the time the kids were babies until now, she always has them for sleepovers and fun adventures, always willing to give me a break and watch them for me. I love how my mom taught me the importance of having a relationship with God, doing the right thing, and following His path for my life. I love how my mom taught me the importance of giving to other people, like tithing to the church or supporting a person doing good work, giving of my time and my money to others. Selfishly, I love how my mom is a hairdresser, and I've always had the luxury of getting my hair done, trying new looks, and knowing I won't come out looking crazy. And lastly, I love how I have never had to question in my life that my mom truly loves me, and she shows it in her word and in her deed. I love you, Mom.
You're here.
All right, that's everything. I think we're gonna probably do some presents and then some cake. I know people might be still kind of full. Yeah. So do you want to do your presents? Yeah. Okay.
Wait, Mom. Did you bring a present?
A 1 and a 2 and a
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brenda. Happy birthday to you.
Due to COVID-19, we're gonna leave them out.
CDC recommends not blowing out
Happy birthday, dear Brenda. Happy birthday to you. Blow 'em out. Come on now.
Due to COVID-19, we're gonna take them out.
It was my grandma's birthday, but now I'm gonna come to her birthday today.
That's right.
Yep, we're
Thank you, Mila.
Friends come over to my house.
They sure do. They do.